2021, and it's 6:30. You are at the Common Council of the City of Wausau tonight. Just a little brief explanation of what's going on. We'll have our small council agenda. You see that there. We'll go through that, and then Becky and I will play musical chairs, and she will chair the committee of the whole meeting that will follow immediately. So whatever you're here for, you will enjoy it. So, I'm glad that's funny to everyone. Yes, thank you for joining us. All right, the first item on our agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next up is roll call. And we'll do it verbally, sorry.
Peckham?
Here.
Martins?
Here.
Killian?
Here.
Neal?
Here.
Wadinsky?
Here.
McElhaney? Here. Rasmussen?
Here.
Watson?
Here.
Herbst?
Here.
Larson?
Here.
Ryan? Ryan?
Here.
All members are present.
Thank you. Just a tiny bit of WebEx housekeeping. You might have noticed that we can now mute and unmute members, so that might affect some other, as opposed to others, but just so you know, we do have that control. We'll try not to abuse it. Okay, the next up, proclamations. I did make a proclamation. It didn't make it to your packet, but it is We Love Public Schools Week, so I hope you enjoy this week. Next up is pre-registered citizens for matters appearing on the agenda and other public comment.
I don't have any for council.
I'm guessing it's all for Committee of the Whole. All right, next up, you'll like this. It's a citizen certificate of commendation from Police Chief Blivin. I'll give you the mic.
Good evening. If I could, I would ask Andrew Silva and Emily Rollmeyer to come up and stand with me while I speak, and then we can present these certificates. So first, I'll give you just a quick history lesson. In 1829, so almost 200 years ago, a man named Sir Robert Peel created the London Metropolitan Police Department. And so he is known as the father of modern policing. And so if you think about London Metropolitan Police Department, their police officers aren't called cops. They're called bobbies, right? That's because Robert Peel, Bobby, is the father of modern policing. And so he has 9 principles of policing, one of which is the 7th principle, says this: to maintain at all times a relationship with the public that gives reality to the historic tradition that the police are the public and that the public are the police. The police being only members of the public who are paid to give full-time attention to duties which are incumbent on every citizen in the interests of community welfare and existence. And I think, so what we try to do at the Wausau Police Department is community policing, which is what Sir Robert Peel talked about. And the important part of that is, we have 79 sworn police officers, but there's 40,000 citizens in our community. So we can't do everything by ourselves. We need the work and the help of our community to keep the community safe and to positively impact our community in a positive way. And clearly, Andrew and Emily did that on New Year's Eve 2020. And we have some of our officers that are off duty here to participate and watch these citizens receive the citizen commendation. And I want to read from our policy what this certificate is. So a citizen certificate of commendation is an award granted to any citizen for an act of outstanding bravery or heroism, or for an outstanding contribution to law enforcement by which the citizen has demonstrated the characteristics of selflessness, personal courage, or an outstanding concern for the citizens of the City of Wausau or the Wausau Police Department. So with that, I'm going to read a prepared document here, and out of concern for the confidentiality of the juvenile that was involved, I'm not using he or she, and so this is the Citizen Certificate of Commendation presented to Andrew Silva and Emily Rollmeyer. On December 31st, 2020, the Wausau Police Department received multiple 911 calls regarding a 14-year-old on the Thomas Street Bridge that appeared ready to jump into the river. When officers arrived on scene, they found the 14-year-old speaking with Andrew Silva on the sidewalk of the bridge. What we later learned is that Andrew Silva and his girlfriend, Emily Romeyer, were crossing the Thomas Street Bridge when they saw a 14-year-old on the water side of the railing who appeared ready to jump. Andrew immediately took action. He stopped his car in the middle of the road and quickly got out of the car to begin talking with the 14-year-old. Emily, who was 8 months pregnant, moved to the driver's seat of the vehicle to remove the vehicle from the roadway. In talking with the 14-year-old, police learned they were indeed ready to jump. We all know how difficult the year 2020 has been for all of us, but especially for our youth. Prior to Andrew and Emily arriving on scene, the 14-year-old had already thrown a backpack onto the ice below. They told police they intended to remove themselves as one of their mother's problems. Our community is fortunate to have people like Andrew Silva and Emily Romeyer in our midst. We know that mental health and suicide are significant issues in our community today more than ever. Thanks to Andrew and Emily, a young person that people here in Wausau care about others and are willing to step up to help. A young person saw that their life matters. It is my honor to present Andrew Silva and Emily Romeyer with the Citizen Certificate of Commendation for their selfless acts on December 31st of 2020. Emily Romeyer? Thank you. Congratulations.
Can I say something? Don't sit down yet. That person happened to be my step-granddaughter, and that you saved. So that hits close to my heart, so thank you.
Well, I would expect anybody else to do the same for him, but very selfless.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now we're moving on. The first item on our agenda is the consent agenda. So we have file number 210101 through file number 991104. I would entertain a motion. I have a motion by Larson and a second by Killian. Is there any discussion? I think we're ready to vote.
Peckham?
Aye.
Martins?
Aye.
Killian?
Aye.
Neal?
Aye.
Wadinsky?
Aye.
McElhaney? Rasmussen?
Aye.
Watson?
Aye.
Herbst?
Aye.
Larson?
Aye.
Ryan? Ryan?
Aye.
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you very much. We are moving on now to mayor's appointment, file number 210203. That is appointing B. Vang Her to the Liberation and Freedom Committee. Information on B is in your packet. I would entertain a motion. Motion by Herbst. Do I have a second? Second by Killian. Is there any discussion? I think we're ready to vote.
Rasmussen?
Aye.
Watson?
Aye.
Herbst?
Aye.
Larson?
Aye.
Ryan?
Aye.
Peckham? Martins?
Aye.
Killian?
Aye.
Neal?
Aye.
Wadinsky?
Aye.
McElhaney? Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you very much. All right, file number 031007. It's a resolution from the Finance Committee approving the reprogramming of homeowner rehabilitation revolving loan funds into a public facility project acquisition of 364 Grand Avenue for Community Partners Campus and the substantial amendment for 2020 Community Development Block Grant CDBG Action Program. I would entertain a motion.
Neal,
We got a motion by Neal and a second by Rasmussen. Is there any discussion?
I just want to say, Madam Mayor, if I could,
Yes, go ahead, Alder Neal.
that the Community Development Authority Board today approved a substantial loan for this vitally important project, and I heartily support it. It's something that is long overdue, and it could not be probably in a better location, and it's just going to be a great boon to the city.
Thank you.
Ryan has her hand up.
Alder Ryan.
Thank you, Mayor.
I brought this up at the finance meeting, and having worked with Catholic Charities with a lot of low-income individuals, I did work closely with the Neighbors Place, the Salvation Army, the American Red Cross, the Neighbors Place, and other agencies where Catholic Charities at the time was located right where the chamber is. And so it was convenient being downtown type of thing. And I do realize not all the not-for-profits can house all their services there because the facility would need to be a lot larger. But I do see that there can be a convenience of having similar services in a one-stop type of building. Back in 1990, Kenosha County consolidated their services into a smaller shopping mall on the south side. And in my opinion, I do think the use of the mall, a portion of it, Sears going west, could have been used in that regard, especially with the plans for across from the jail are only going to be a park. So it would be perfect there because then it would be located right a block away from the central bus station as well. I am concerned though about the repurposing these funds without not being as a loan to this group where a number of not-for-profits that I'm aware of, and especially Green Hack, gets $1 million that they give to different not-for-profits annually. And so I do think that it should be on a repayment basis. And that within the community, I've got to know in my district a couple of people that have had community development loans through the city using Tammy Strauss to make upgrades in their homes and in their wiring, insulation, roofing as such. And I do feel that with the pandemic, there's a number of people that are looking at what things they need to do and maybe cannot afford it. And so it's possibly taking away a dozen or 24 families that could be using these funds. So I will be voting no, but I do wish we would reconsider and have it as a loan that will be repaid. Thank you.
Thank you, Alder Ryan. I see Alder Rasmussen has her hand raised.
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So we asked this question in the Finance Committee as far as repurposing these funds, if it would have a negative impact on the other programs that Tammy is running in community development. She indicated that it would not. We would be able to assist this project and get it up and flying and still manage the other funds that she has for people who need those lower no interest loans for various home issues and buildings. So I think we can repurpose these funds safely without creating a negative impact on people who also need funds of that type. This location that the group has picked has room for growth, and it's on our bus line. So it is a great location for them. A key goal of the Homelessness Task Force, which I'm sitting on currently, is to connect people who need services with services. And one of the key barriers that many find is that they either are unaware of the services that exist in the area, or they're unable to navigate the community and traverse the community multiple times to gain access to all of these services that are located all over town in different areas. So I think bringing these things together in one complex is a huge part of the solution that we need. And the last 3 Wausau Common Councils have indicated that they wanted to make an impact on homelessness, but our progress was slow and we really weren't sure where we fit in the process and where we can best make that impact. And one of the ways we can make that impact is to do stuff like we're doing tonight here. Hopefully we'll all support this because I think it really does give the project a start, and it's a big part of the solution. So I'll be supporting it. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? I'm not seeing any. I think we're ready to vote.
McElhaney. Wadinski.
Aye.
Neal.
Aye.
Killian.
Aye.
Martins.
Aye.
Peckham. Rasmussen.
Aye.
Watson.
Aye.
Herbst.
Aye.
Larson.
Aye.
Ryan.
No.
Motion passes 10 to 1.
Thank you. Next item on our agenda is file number 210209. That's a resolution from the Finance Committee approving the reprogramming of rental energy assistance funds to a nonprofit energy assistance forgivable loan fund. Do I have a motion? Motion by Martins, second by Herbst. Is there any discussion? I don't see any. I think we're ready to vote on this one too.
Ryan.
No.
Larson.
Aye.
Herbst.
Aye.
Watson.
Aye.
Rasmussen.
Aye.
Peckham. Martins.
Aye.
Killian.
Aye.
Neal.
Aye.
Wadinski.
Aye.
McElhaney. Motion passes 10 to 1.
Thank you very much. Last item is our public comment and suggestions. If there is anybody here who wants to comment, I don't see any. I think we're just waiting for the committee of the whole. Last item, adjournment. I would entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting. Motion by Killian, second by Herbst. Any opposition? All right, we are adjourned for a little tiny bit here.